So tell us your names.
Michelle and Dwayne Johnson.
Great. So before you got heard about our program, tell us what were some of your thoughts. Were you skeptical?
Our thoughts were very skeptical because we knew that the home buying process was lengthy. We knew that in order not to have a second mortgage, you have to have at least 20% down, and at that time we did not have 20% down for any home, and so therefore the thought of actually owning a home was just not right there for me. We both had thought about it eventually, but we just didn't think we had enough money saved up. And so when we saw the sign. Were you driving past?
Yeah, I saw the sign. I saw the sign before, and I had called in and everything because you see all these signs of how we can help you buy a home and fix your credit and everything else and stuff. And then when you call, it's like we want you to pay this and that and other and stuff, and not really give you any background or anything else. So when I finally talked to I can't remember his name. I talked to, I think it was I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he just told me what the process was, and their whole thing was not just getting you to own a home, but to fix you so you can be a better homeowner and to start building a foundation where you can move forward and stuff, So once I heard that, it kind of set us aside from what other people were saying and stuff, because it's like, here go a list of homes. Look at the homes and stuff, and then you look at one and everything else, and you're like, okay, this one right here. Oh well, you can't really get this one and stuff, So
you don't qualify. You have to come to the table with so much down. So with this process, it was sort of like a rent to own. And the rent to own, I was very skeptical about that too, because it's like, I don't want to go through another rent to own. I thought it would be a lengthier process than what it actually was. So when I found out that number one, the property was available, and it was what we were looking for our family size, we went on and signed the paperwork. And during the time that we signed the paperwork, I was a little disappointed when I found out that we weren't signing home ownership, because I thought that's how it worked. But to make a long story short, I had credit issues. The credit issues was I did not have any open lines of credit, and I hadn't had any open lines of credit for years. And I just didn't realize that I had been paying with cash for so long. And so because it was just like me not having any credit history, I had to get my credit history established. And when that took approximately 45 to what? Doing about 45 to 60 days?
Yeah.
45 to 60 days for my line of credit to come on, to get built up. And once the line of credit got built up, then the lender,
we went through the pre-approval, and then after we went through the pre-approval, we already had a lot of things going through you guys that we already knew what the numbers were, and just to get us to the point where we were qualified to even be in the same room with a lender and stuff was a great advantage and stuff, because you guys already knew the process and everything else and
right.
stuff, so that took a lot of the guessing work out of it and everything. So the thing about being with the right professionals and the right subject matter experts and stuff, because when you're out here trying to figure this stuff out on your own, you think you know something, you really don't know anything and stuff, so when you have somebody who actually, this is what their focus is from the time they get to work to the time they leave work, it takes all the guessing out of the whole process.
It was a relief, because everything was in-house. I didn't have to go out and search for someone to establish me a credit line. I didn't have to go out and search for a different lender, because we got connected with